I'm gonna build horseshoe triceps. Let me show you how to do it. What I'm gonna show you today is, I think we got 5 things on the agenda, all cable related for triceps, to really show you how to blow those things out. So let me show you what to do. All right, we're gonna start with strap push downs. And if you don't have straps, just use a rope. You just wanna use something that's gonna allow your hands to kick apart hard at the bottom. So not a bar, not a V-bar, anything like that. You want a rope or one of these straps, really push and separate your hands. So I usually like to start with this exercise to really get those tris warmed up. I'm gonna show you what a lot of people tend to do wrong on it with the rope or this. They tend to wanna just kind of get their whole body moving. What I like to do is step close to this pulley. I'm gonna get my elbows going straight up and down. I'm pushing. Every rep is gonna be squeeze, coming up, squeeze, coming up. And that doesn't matter if the reps are 15, 20, or we're going heavy for 10. I still wanna get a good squeeze and contraction, because that's really what growing arms is about. It's not so much about weight, it's about feeling the target muscle working for the reps you're doing, trying to make those things fill at that rep range. So again, just push, separate those hands hard. This can be done with a rope as well. All right, next up, we're gonna work another angle. So not only is this workout all about cables and keeping tension on those triceps with them, but we're also gonna work a bunch of different angles instead of just push down, push down, push down, overhead, overhead, dip, dip. We're gonna work a bunch of different angles. So the next angle we're gonna work is that elbow up and back. We're gonna do a kickback here. We're gonna drop this pulley just below hip width. Okay, no attachment needed here. We're just gonna pull this pulley up to where we can grab that rubber stopper right above. Bent over 90 degrees of the waist, my elbow's up and back, kind of matching where my hip is. Main thing, you wanna make sure that elbow is pointing straight back. We don't want it down here, we don't want it up here. So from here, elbow's pointing back, I'm kicking back and squeezing. Okay, this is what it should look like. Under control, squeezing. No matter how heavy or how light it is, I'm squeezing every rep, okay? We don't wanna look like this. Put too much weight where we're just repping out. That's a whole body movement. My triceps isn't doing a whole lot there. This is 90 to 100% tricep right there. Okay, it's all about feeling that tension on the tricep when you're trying to build those things up. All right, moving on, we're gonna work an overhead angle now. So this is normally something I kind of end my tricep workouts with, because it puts your triceps in a good stretch. But for today's purpose, I'm just kind of showing you a third in the order. So rope attachment back, okay? We're gonna step over, 1 foot forward. Same thing as that the kickback. I want my elbows pointing toward that opposite wall. So let me show you what I mean. Elbows are pointing toward the opposite wall. We're not up here. We're not going down here. Elbows pointing toward the opposite wall. And even though my hands are in a full stretch, my elbows never really leave this position. So I'm kicking forward, stretching back, kick forward, stretch back. And on this one, I don't like to squeeze on it. I like to keep constant tension on that tricep. So I'm getting a good stretch, coming back. So this one's more about a really good deep stretch than it is contraction. And also on this one, you don't have to do what a lot of people do, which is kicking out. You don't have to kick out on this one like you did on the push down. So this is about stretching, driving forward, stretching, driving forward. Don't let those triceps rest. So again, we don't want to be here. We don't want my hands joined together. They're separate. They're pushing, stretch, push, stretch, push, right there. All right, now we're going to transition back to another push down, but we're going to do a reverse grip. So this is going to take the tension and go more into your upper head here. So that the strap push down targets more here. This is gonna hit more in that upper head here. So what we're doing, reverse grip. So just grabbing, turning my palm over, elbow pointing toward the ground. So even though my elbow's pointing to the ground, you can see my fist is all the way up toward my face. So I'm getting a full stretch on that tricep. You always want a good stretch when you're working those tris. So I'm taking it here, I'm pushing my knuckles down and back. Knuckles down, knuckles back. Hand comes up as high as it can go without my elbow moving. Push it down. Stretch your tricep, push it down. Stretch it, push it down. Right there, and again, here's what we don't want. We don't want to just be elbow moving, swinging all over the place. Okay, that's not doing a whole lot for your tris. Elbows locked in, push it down and squeeze. Push it down and squeeze. Under control. All that tension on the tricep. All right, last angle. We're gonna work those elbows going straight up and down now. So we've worked elbows pointing down, elbow kicked back. Now we're gonna work our elbows pointing straight up and down. We've also worked, elbows going that way. So now we're going straight over our head. So grabbing a rope. The transition for most people is the hardest part, just getting in position. So just think of this exercise as replacing that two-handed dumbbell extender, which really kills my elbows. This does not hurt my elbows at all. So grabbing that rope overhead, the transition is a twist. Once we're here, we want to make sure we're not doing this and stepping forward. We've already kind of worked that angle. We want to stay by the pulley, make sure my elbows are going straight up and down. Again, same thing as that other overhead movement. Now I want my hands separate. I want a good stretch, like you're trying to touch your shoulder blades. Push up, stretch, push up, stretch down, push up. Again, just think of it as that dumbbell overhead extension, trying to get a good stretch. Hit that try. And same thing, you don't have to kick these out. I'm kind of doing it a little bit, but I'm not really doing a hard kick out. I'm really just here, pushing up, here, stretch, pushing up. And there, we don't want, again, I'm gonna show you what we don't want. We don't just repping out here, just out of control. Good stretch, drive it up, stretch, drive it up. So I'm gonna get those triceps, get a good stretch, pushing up. Transition back, set it down. All right, that's all she wrote for today. So what I would say with this one is that you can take all 5 of those exercises and do a whole tricep workout, or pick 3 of the favorites. So try 3 different ones every week in your normal tricep routine. So maybe pick 3 of these and work them in with, like, if you're used to doing skull crushers, work those in. So you can take a few of them and work them in, or you can do all 5 of those and do it as a whole workout. But like I said, you should leave that workout with your elbows feeling great and your triceps having a huge pump. If you like the video, guys, literally go ahead and like it, subscribe to the channel, and as always, stay swole.